Welcome to another Toolbox DIY how-to video. Today's video is actually a twofer. It's a know-how and a how-to video all in one on how to clean concrete. Cleaning concrete is a necessary home maintenance task, but it's also a necessary step in preparing for sealing your concrete. And yes, sealing concrete is a DIY task. That's why this is the first in a 3-video series on how to clean concrete, how to choose a sealer that's right for you, and how to apply a concrete sealer. So be sure to subscribe to the Toolbox DIY YouTube channel for updates on this video series. So let's get started. I'd like to start by making 4 important points about cleaning concrete. The first is do not use a pressure washer unless you've exhausted all other options. Now I know this is contrary to what you've heard, but believe it or not, pressure washing accelerates the wear and tear on concrete, so you want to try to avoid it. You won't notice any adverse effects if you pressure wash it a couple of times, but if you make this a routine, you are speeding up the wear on this top layer of concrete. The second point related to that is you want to choose a cleaner that works for your needs. That way the cleaner can do the work for you and you won't have to resort to pressure washing. The third point, when you've applied a cleaner and you're going to agitate it with a brush, don't use a metal bristle brush. The little metal bristles will break off and embed themselves in the concrete, and guess what happens? They rust. Then you're right back to where you started, trying to remove rust stains. And the last point, and I think this one is very important, if you're going to go to the trouble of cleaning your concrete, that's a great time to consider sealing your concrete. Sealing the concrete will not only protect it, but it will make your annual, or say every 6-month cleaning of concrete a lot easier. Now let's cover the concrete cleaners. There are essentially 4 types of cleaners. There's pH neutral, acidic, alkaline, and enzymatic or bacterial. pH neutral cleaners are a mild cleaner, typically used for cleaning interior concrete, but they can also be used on lightly soiled exterior concrete. You can usually find these at the hardware home improvement center. The second type, acidic, is used for removing stains, dirt, rust, and even efflorescence. These are generally used on exterior concrete. Oftentimes they're used in preparation for applying some sort of film sealer that goes on top of the concrete rather than soaking in. However, it's a great cleaner for removing rust stains. The third kind is the alkaline cleaner. This is effectively a degreaser. It breaks down hydrocarbons like oil that you might have in concrete. Because of that, it's a good choice for cleaning up garage floors, carport, or parking pad concrete. It's also used sometimes after an acidic cleaner because it helps bring the concrete back to its more natural alkaline pH. The fourth type is the enzymatic or bacterial cleaner. This can break down hydrocarbons, it can break down soils, starch, or protein stains. Now, what are those? Think bird crap or animal urine or mold and things like that. Kind of nasty stuff that you don't want on your concrete. These help kill the bacteria that's in those contaminants and it helps remove those. Now there are also proprietary types of cleaners. They're generally one of the 4 types, but they have proprietary ingredients. The key is to figure out what your problem is, what kind of stains do you have, or what kind of dirt do you have on your concrete, and try to find a cleaner that's suited for that. Now since I have a heavily soiled pad here that has rust stains, I'm going to go with an acidic cleaner. Now where do you find these concrete cleaners? I typically hit up concrete or waterproofing supply stores. You can also try janitorial supply stores. The hardware stores may have some cleaners, but I find most of these to be a little too mild for my needs, so I tend to go after the specialty cleaners that contractors would use. To find the product that works for you, I would recommend calling one of these supply stores, telling them what your problem is, what you're trying to solve, and ask for a recommendation from them. Most reputable supply stores will tell you exactly what you need and they'd be happy to help. So, now that we've got all the information out of the way, the know-how part of this, let's get into the how-to. Let's get started on cleaning this pad with an acidic cleaner. Once you choose your cleaner, it's time to prep, apply, scrub, and rinse. Today I'm going to demonstrate using an acidic cleaner that is a non-toxic, biodegradable cleaner designed to remove rust stains. Now with any cleaner you use, always check the safety data sheet of the cleaner so you can take the appropriate safety measures. I'll be using acid-resistant soled boots and gloves along with safety goggles. If you have any landscaping or grass near the concrete to be cleaned, it's a good idea to soak that area first so that any cleaner that comes in contact with those plants is even more diluted than when you applied it. Also, be sure to cover areas where you do not want the cleaner, such as on wood, metal, glass, etc. That's why I'm putting up plastic here. Application of the cleaner will be done using a low-pressure garden pump sprayer, followed by agitating it with a deck brush. The cleaner recommends waiting 5 to 15 minutes before agitating, so I'll do so. Now the brush head I'm using here is actually designed for acidic chemicals. Yes, there's actually brushes designed for that so the bristles don't break down when they come in contact with the acid. Now remember, no metallic bristles. And after I'm done agitating it, I'll be rinsing it with a garden hose. Now when using an acidic cleaner, I have to generously rinse with water to help the pH of the concrete get back to its more alkaline state. If you use a pH neutral or an alkaline cleaner, a good rinse is still necessary, but you don't have to go overboard since the concrete's pH will not be significantly altered. Now if one wash doesn't remove the dirt and stains, but it does show an improvement, try a second cleaning. If you see no noticeable improvement, then I would recommend trying a different cleaner before you go to your last resort, which will be the pressure washer. So that's all there is to cleaning concrete. Let's take a closer look and see how it did. Now you can see that it's much better than it was before. Some but not all of the rust stains are completely gone. I mischaracterized some of these stains. They're not actually rust, they're siding stain. So I'm going to have to research how to get those out or just live with them being there. But overall, not a bad result. So after this is dried, that's the perfect time to apply a sealer. So please join me for my introduction to concrete sealers, or if you'd like, jump ahead on how to apply a concrete sealer. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.